Hello, hello, hello! Are we ready for a brand new adventure? I'm actually very excited because I played this version of SKYFACTORY many a years ago and it was a really fun time, and I love some good modded Minecraft. And so I decided, you know what, let's just start a new modded Minecraft world to just explore a bunch of mods and learn about them, because I feel like I know mods a little bit better now. And I remember this being very well organized because we have an advancements book, which means that not only do we just, get what we need to get started, but there's a bunch of different areas we can explore to learn just about a bunch of different mods, which has me very excited because I think this will be a really good time. And we're in a sky factory. We're on this little sky island, a one-block world, if you will. We have had some pretty good luck with these. And I'm gonna save all of this because I feel like this will be important to us at some point, but for now, this is what we have. Now, this world has just a bunch of mods. I believe over 200 mods. And not all of them, of course, add content, but it has a lot for us to work with and a lot for us to learn. And that's what I'm really excited for, because I do really love exploring modded Minecraft. I think it's really fun. And it's been a while since I've got to really truly immerse myself in a more complicated modded world. So that's what I wanted to do today. So that's why we're here. And now we spawned, and this is all we've got around us. It looks like we're on a tree of some sort. And the rest around us is but some sky. So I think there's nothing for us to do but break some blocks. It looks like we're on a dirt tree. We've got some dirt leaves and some dirt wood. And we've got some particles. That's fun. Okay. Always fun discovering what mods are there if you download a mod pack. It's always very interesting for me to see what mods exactly are in this mod pack, because you don't really know. I mean, you can obviously just read, but sometimes you don't really know. And I think we should hit dirt in a second. I have acquired a dirt sapling. That is very important. If we hadn't gotten that, this would be quite an issue, probably. I think the first thing I want to do is build a little platform. Just a little bit, so we've got some space to work with. Or else we'll be very claustrophobic pretty soon, because I think we want to grow another tree. So the least we could do for that is have a little platform. And now we've collected a dirt acorn from dirt tree leaves. They can be used as a food source, raw, or cooked in a furnace. Okay, that's good to know. So let's see if we can find anything. We have 2 saplings now. And I'll have a look at the advancements book in a second, of course, but let's just first see what we can get done before we look at the steps, because I think the logical next step would, in fact, be... That was a perfect amount of wood there. I think the logical next step would be to probably plant the saplings. But let's have a look. So we have gotten started. We've obtained some acorns and we've obtained a sapling. The next step would either be to cook the acorn, to craft a dirt block using dirt acorn and resin. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. As soon as we get some dirt resin, we can craft ourselves some dirt. We can apparently get a petrified sapling, a drying rack, or a crushing tub. I think the logical next step would be to wait a second for these leaves to disappear, and then to plant our next sapling. We're losing a couple drops to the abyss, but I think that's part of the fun. I think we'll be a-okay. Okay. Let's plant a tree, because I would definitely like to have a little bit more wood. Now, I wonder... I saw some particles there. I wonder if we do a little bit of shifting. Oh, indeed. Okay, that's always a fun mod. Shift to grow. So if we just shift, the tree should start to grow soon. It's like bone meal. If it'll work. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. We've got a tree now. So let's see what we can get up to with this tree. Definitely I want to get just some regular tools. I think an axe would be nice. So we'll need, you know, a couple sticks, a crafting table. And then I think we should probably work on expanding this island a little, because I definitely want to get just some more working space. Preferably, of course, I'd love to get some more dirt so we can start planting more trees. Dirt tends to be quite a valuable resource in most one-block challenges or sky challenges, all of those. So I think it'll be good if we can try and just get our wood production up. Now, I believe we do have crooks in this game. Now, crooks can be pretty useful. How far ahead did I just jump is the question. A little bit, not too far. But wooden crooks can be used on leaves to increase sapling drops, which is what we want. Because more saplings is always going to be good. Also, it just helps us break the leaves a little bit quicker. Okay. Now, I think we can plant one more tree and then we can figure out how we get this resin they're talking about. Because I feel like if that is the next step on our little advancements page, we should definitely figure out how to get that, especially because it'll help us get some dirt going. So let's have a look. So it was definitely we want dirt acorns and resin. Okay. So let's have a look at how we craft some dirt acorns. Nope, that we have that. Some dirt resin. Oh, so we already have resin. Okay, I just never bothered to read. I wonder what the crafting recipe will be. Something like this? No, okay. How do we get dirt? It's a little bit more expensive than I thought, but it's doable. We can get there, which now allows us to plant 2 trees at a time, which is big, because it doubles our production. And we definitely need to be doubling our production if we want to get any more dirt going, because this is an expensive process. I want to leave a little bit of space between the trees because otherwise they won't really grow. And now we just spam the shift key and we get another tree. I definitely want to craft a chest soon, just so I can put some of my valuables in there so I'm not losing them if I do happen to fall off. But I think we'll be okay. Perfect. That is an excavator. So if I press my grave key, I break all of the blocks at once, which is very nice. Makes my life a whole lot easier. So I'm always excited when I see that one's in there. Now I'm gonna start doing this when I build platforms for 2 reasons. 1, it uses our blocks more effectively. 2, if they're at the bottom, mobs can't spawn on here. Now at some point we're gonna want mobs to be spawning, but that point is not today. So for now I'm just gonna start doing it this way. I was debating on excavating all of this at once. I'll lose all the blocks, but I think it's fine. Oh, I didn't even lose all the blocks. Okay. And now we're starting to get a little bit of an island. These challenges are always quite fun, these type of worlds, because you quite literally almost start from nothing. But by the end of this, we can get some pretty exciting modded Minecraft worlds in here, and it'll be much more complex. Like right now we're starting with dirt trees, but there's so many different types of trees we're going to be able to get that give us all sorts of materials, so it's going to be very exciting to see what we're able to do in this world over time. Wow, I really changed my island to a bottom slab island just in time, because nighttime is falling. And I don't want mobs to start spawning. Let me keep an eye on these. So I know how much I have. Let me just fill out this one more. But yeah, I remember playing this Sky Factory a couple years ago, but I don't actually remember much of what went on, so I'm very excited to see, oh, there goes an acorn, what exactly we can achieve. And if I've gotten any better at modded Minecraft in the meantime, because it has been a little while since I played this world. I'm gonna put some of this stuff away, because it'll be important to me. Always at least keep one sapling behind. And I think we just get some trees growing. I think they should be able to grow at nighttime, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, perfect. Didn't even have to worry. And we just break all of this with our grave key. Honestly, a good excavation mod is quite a powerful mod. Honestly, I might just save this so then I don't need to be looking at this, because I feel like we'll be crafting some dirt for a little while. I probably should have kept some wood for myself, but it's fine. We can just grow another tree. Because I think island expansion will be important. I'm keeping about 4 blocks between. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to play this world every once in a while. I don't know how often I'll be there because of course I do have the Crafting Crew SMP, which I also want to play on. So we'll probably be switching between those two, doing some other stuff in between that, you know, is interesting. But for now, I really just wanted to play on a little bit of a more difficult modded world. I was looking for a challenge today, I suppose. And this world was always a lot of fun. 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then I'm gonna expand this platform out just a little bit more. Right now we're going for functional. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be functional. In the future we can start building, you know, some forests and some beautiful areas to have some nice builds, but for now we just need to be growing trees. And that's about it. We just spam the shift key. Oh, it's actually going to all of the trees right now, if you can see the particles. That's interesting. Obviously, it's better if I'm like right by the tree, but it's good to know that even doing this, we get a little bit of it. Oh, I nearly ran off the edge there. I need to maybe not be sprinting right now. Okay, this crook is now destroyed. I could just be using my hands for this right now. I don't think I need more saplings desperately, so I think maybe we can just break these blocks without the crook. But we'll definitely craft another crook when we need it. Okay, let's see what's next on our to-do list, because at this point, I would like maybe some cobblestone. So what does a petrified sapling give us? Does that in any way get us to cobblestone? Okay, a petrified sapling made with petrified acorns. What does this give us? How do we get the petrified acorns? Okay, let's have a look. So it does look like it gives us cobblestone. In the same way that we craft dirt, we can also craft cobblestone. Yeah, so this is what we want. But how do we get here? It has to dry on a drying rack. Okay, and how do we make this? 3 slabs. Got it. Okay. This is very doable. I now have a Tinker's Construct drying rack. We'll also want a crushing tub, and then we'll be able to get, I think, most, if not all of these saplings. Which then obviously allows us to get more, but I think right now our goal is just to get ourselves a little bit of cobblestone. So let's see what I can do about all that. I think I want to maybe establish a drying rack around here. We've been collecting acorns, so I think we can, you know, we can hang one. We'll see how long that takes, but I think we'll be fine. And we go back to shifting. Okay, that tree's grown. Not the tree that I'm next, because that would be silly. That tree's grown. Every tree's grown except the one that we're next to. It's just a lot of shifting. Okay, there we go. Usually when my camera becomes different, we've grown a tree. We're gonna need a lot of these acorns to become different. Made the advancement sticky keys. Collect 8 dirt saplings and 8 oak logs. Oh, we've already been doing that. That's good to know. That's this one. For once, my knowledge of modded Minecraft helped me figure it out before I was even meant to, which is always nice. There we go. I'm gonna let all of these trees break naturally so that we have a higher chance of getting acorns rather than saplings. Oh, that's not what I want. I want one of these to start drying. And I'll also just start one over here. We can have 2 drying at once. Island's getting a little bit crowded, so I think it's time we expand once more. But I think it's looking good. I'm leaving enough space between my my dirt so that the trees are able to grow without interference from each other for the most part, which is a good move because that sometimes does get annoying, and we definitely have more of an access to wood than we have to dirt. So if I was waiting for dirt to drop, then we'd probably not have a lot of land going on around us right now, but since I'm just building it out of wood, we're able to get this built out much quicker, which I cannot complain about. But yeah, I'm very excited because I believe this mod also has bonsai pots, which are a very powerful little tool that I'm excited to get to. I saw it on the tree, so I don't think we've got too far to go before we get there. But I'm very excited to see just exactly what we can do with it. Yeah, destroying all those leaves to get saplings with a crook was maybe not the best move, because we're definitely getting more acorns to drop for us right now. There we go. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was making myself some more of these. And I'm learning to just use bottom slabs, no mob spawns, and much better use of my resources. Okay, let's make some more dirt. I'll keep 3. I'll put 1 in my chest for now. And then I can fill in these 2 slots. And get to growing some more trees. Okay, we've got 3 acorns all ready to go. I believe we need a total of 8. And 1 sapling. But we've got saplings for days. Let's break the leaves so they're not interfering with any spawning going on. And we get back to doing our tree growing business. As always, I feel like life is the most important first step over here in Minecraft. We got to get the trees growing. We got to get food. Actually, our food is looking pretty good right now. We're not doing a lot of sprinting, so I suppose that's probably why. But we have a good source of wood, which gives us a source of dirt. So that's what I really do like about this mod. It gives you a different way to get the basic materials. So I can get dirt from trees, about to get, you know, cobblestone from trees. If you look at the advancements, we can get a whole lot from the trees. We can get clay, bone, gravel, cottonwood, which I'm thinking will probably give us string, sand, coal. Oh, I love a coal tree. Lapis, iron, redstone, blue slime, lead, gold, silver, and diamonds. So that'll be very exciting. And apparently a donut tree and a bacon tree. So that'll be very exciting. So we'll definitely be working with these trees for a little while, I feel. But I'm not complaining because I think it's a fun mod. And I would like a new axe. I don't really know what to do with broken tools. I probably can just throw them out, but for now I guess I'll keep them. Not that I couldn't be breaking this tree with my hands. I think it would probably take not much longer since I am just excavating. Maybe I do that for the sake of not using, you know, all of my resources on just breaking pickaxes. Oh yeah, we're really cooking now. We've almost got our next tree going. If we just keep pressing shift, eventually these trees will grow. We are the bringer of life up here in the skies. Or maybe it's more like we control time, I suppose, because these trees would have grown eventually. We're just making them grow quicker. Let me grab these trees real quick. Spam a button, spam a button. Oh, I was just in the tree there. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited to learn about a new mod. I think it'll be really exciting. Let's break with my hands. And I think it'll also allow me to learn a bit more about different mods, because I feel like there's mods that I know really well, and a lot of mods I don't really know enough about. So by just playing on a mod pack which does, like I said, have this advancements, it's more of an overview of I first need to do this to then be able to do that. And I think that'll be nice, because then I'll be able to learn how the mods work and maybe play different mod packs that are maybe a little bit more difficult. And then slowly over time I'll get to become better at different mods, which I think is always fun. Because there's always more mods to explore, and I think that's also just part of the fun. Okay, we're looking good. Honestly, we're collecting just a lot of wood right now, which I'm happy to see. But the main thing we want is going to be these leaves to get ourselves some acorns, some saplings, some resin. Our resin count is at an all-time high. I love to see. We are starting to get hungry, so we definitely need to start thinking about cooking up some food. But to do that, we are unfortunately going to need a furnace. And how do we get a furnace if not for cobblestone? I can eat these acorns raw, but I think it would be better to cook them up. As long as I'm not already starving to death, I might as well just wait a second, because we'll have some cobblestone going in no time. I definitely need to keep planting my dirt trees though, because we don't have enough dirt yet. But for now, I think we've got enough to get to the next tree. And hopefully this tree will give us saplings so we don't have to go through the whole process of drying the acorns again. Interesting. Okay, it's not growing. I wonder... Okay. Sometimes I wonder if there's anything I have to be doing differently, because you never really know with modded Minecraft. But no. I just needed to be a little bit more patient. Okay. We got saplings. For a second I was worried there. And how did we get cobblestone? With This recipe, that's what I'm going for. So remember to go to page 2. But that shouldn't be too difficult for us to do. And then we'll have ourselves just a couple of pieces of cobblestone, at least enough to make a furnace. I quite like the look of the wooden flooring. I'm sure at some point I'll change it, but for now I think I'm good to just keep going with wood rather than just switching it up to cobble for our floors. Okay, we got no saplings there, but I did break the leaves before I broke the tree, so maybe that has some influence, but hopefully we get some saplings from this one. I think it might be worth it for this one to just break the leaves with a crook, so we have a higher chance of getting saplings. I think that'll be good for us. Start by breaking the tree. Then we break the leaves. Okay, we got a couple saplings there, so that's good. 4 pieces of cobblestone. Okay, we're moving up in the world. Slowly but surely we're getting there. And we can also craft cobble with just a regular cobblestone generator, and this goal is to have just a full chest of cobblestone. That shouldn't be too bad. Create a cobblestone generator. I wonder. This one is a little bit more difficult for us to make. We'll need, you know, buckets and stuff and glass, but this could be a very cool machine to have at some point because it'll just keep making cobblestone for us. I wish we had a dirt generator. I feel like that would be very cool. I don't think we do. At least I don't know of a mod that adds it. Yeah. But we'll have to make dirt the old-fashioned way. But we're about halfway towards getting our furnace, which means we're halfway to getting some food. So I'm gonna... Oh, that's not what I wanted. And let me put one of these away. So at least I know that'll be fine and safe and good. Okay, that tree, the one that's furthest away, is always the one that grows first somehow. I wonder. I think it is just RNG, but it does feel strange that the one that I'm furthest away from somehow gets my shifting power the easiest. Maybe cobblestone trees are just more difficult to grow? What do I know? Okay, there we go. Got our trees growing. We just keep breaking. So regardless of what type of log it is, it just gives us regular wood. I even think it all just stacks. It doesn't care. It just sees it as oak wood, which is nice. And then the only difference is in the resin and the acorns, and of course the saplings that it drops. There we go. Now I've got enough saplings to last me a while. So now I'm not too worried about losing all that again. That's also one of the nice things I think about playing on a world like this, on a 1-block world or like a skyblock. It's, even if you lose everything and you start with nothing, it's almost always possible to just start again from nothing. As long as you have the dirt tree, everything else gets done. Everything else is easy and simple. Well, not necessarily simple, but it is doable. And in that way, everything else also is just infinite, which is very nice. I just need one more piece of cobblestone and we'll have a food source. We'll have food. We'll be so close. There we go. Tell me I have everything I need. Oh, I might just die. Hold on. Wait. Let's not do that. I'll eat some raw food for a second. I forgot you can just die from starvation in Minecraft. I forgot that was a thing. There we go. Actually, let's maybe not. Okay, well, it's there now, I suppose. Let's start by smelting ourselves a little bit of charcoal. And then we'll be able to grab ourselves some food. Let's plant 3 of these and 3 of these. I wonder what the next tree is that I'm gonna have to explore. I think clay next could be a good one. I'll check the advancement book and see exactly where we need to go, but I think clay could be an interesting move. Okay, we're into our second night. But you know what? So far, it's been going good. It's all been quite logical next steps. That's sometimes a difficult part with modded Minecraft. I just don't know where to go. But so far, we're doing good. I think. So far, we're having a good time playing Minecraft on a little Saturday afternoon. I can't complain, really. I hope you're all having a good Saturday. Okay. Charcoal is getting there. Guess I'll break the trees. I might as well. And I'm back to starving. I don't know how I just jumped off this. I feel like that was more than a block jump. Let me put some of... Actually, I'll keep the resin. I think it's just good to have. Okay, I'll wait for this to get done, and then I think I'll just start cooking up the food. I think getting a coal tree would be a very good move for us right now, seeing as we don't really have any real fuel. But we'll have this charcoal for a little while, and I don't think it's super important. Okay, I can always make more dirt with dirt acorns to make dirt with our dirt trees, so I'm not too worried about just using all of them right now. I think it'll be nice to have a solid source of food. And you know what? So far, we're doing good. I have yet to die. I'm having a good time. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I think we're doing good. I think it's a good little modded Minecraft experience. I always do enjoy just messing around in some modded Minecraft. I think it's always fun. I get to always learn new stuff. Even if I feel like I've done it all, I can definitely learn some more, because you have a cool pack. Oh, that's fun. Okay, we're not starving. We definitely need a little bit better food, but we're not starving. Crushing tub could be a good one. I think it's like right there. What's it about? Maybe I'll look at it. Crushing tub. Perfect. Ages of the Sky. Ooh, that could be fun. Oh, it's made by the same creator which made this one. Interesting. Yeah, that could be fun. Maybe once I get used to this world again and I remember how modded Minecraft world, that could be a very fun one to explore next, because that one seems a little bit more complex than this one. So I think that could be fun to explore after. The tech pack where you progress through ages with Skyblock. Oh, that does sound a lot of fun. I've not done a lot of tech packs, but it's definitely something I want to try more of in the future, because it is not my specialty. That could definitely be something I do one of these days. Always fun to explore new packs. But thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely check it out. It's all the magic spellbound is a good one too. Yeah, magic packs or like magic mods are always really cool, but I feel like they're difficult to start with. But everything's difficult to start with, I suppose. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out because I definitely like the creator of this mod pack. I definitely enjoy playing these mods, so I think it could be very fun to check that one out. Let's line up another tree slot. Okay, we can work on that later. Now, what do I do with a crushing tub? Let me maybe not just throw stuff in there. Let me maybe read instructions. Okay, well, that doesn't help me much. I think I might have to... Well, I've got it if I ever need it for a recipe, I suppose. Okay, let's eat some food, get our health back up there, because starving is not a fun way to die. I think if I somehow manage to die of starvation in a one-block world, or a skyblock world, before I fall off the edge, that'll be a terrible day indeed. Okay, we plant some trees. I forget that you can also jump around to, or just like sprint around to get the trees to grow, but that uses up all my hunger. So maybe that's not a smart idea. Oh yes, I was gonna figure out what sapling to make next, because I do really want to get ourselves all the way to coal, but that seems like a little while to go. I suppose if we get gravel, we'll be there quicker. But a bone, okay. We'll just start at the top. We'll just start with a clay one. How do I make... Actually, let's just look at all the saplings. All the saplings ever. Okay, so these are regular Minecraft saplings. Then we get the other saplings, but we're looking for all of these. So cottonwood. We need cottonwood. Of course we need cottonwood. Okay. Clay is next on the list for me. So I can do it with petrified resin and dirt resin. So that seems like the easiest crafting recipe ever. Okay, so we've got that one going. Sand, we do need sand acorns for. And gravel, we need gravel acorns for. So how do we get ourselves some sand? In a crushing tub with gravel. Okay. And to get gravel, in a crushing tub with petrified acorns. Okay. Seems like a simple enough process. It's raining. I like that. I like we just have some rain right now. Always very, very soothing in Minecraft. Okay, step 1 is petrified acorns in the crushing tub, which will give us something, and I'll remember whatever that something is when I need it. And then I'll do the next step, which I'll remember what that is as soon as I see it. Okay, but I definitely want some more petrified saplings growing, is what I want. This is clay, so let's keep that one going. Let's start with that one. And we just spam our shift key. There we go, that's our clay tree done. I like seeing the little particles floating. I don't know, that's something I like the look of it. Makes me feel magical and powerful. Okay, or we're just not gonna grow, I suppose. We break the tree. And once again, it'll be worth it to grab saplings from this one, rather than to just break it with my hand. Just because we have no saplings at the moment. So we break it. We got 4 saplings. Okay. Now we're good. There we go. Let's get this one back. And as soon as we have a little bit more of the petrified, we'll put it in the crushing tub. So far, we've only had to use the drying rack once, but it does look like we'll have to use the crushing tub for at least 2 different recipes early game. I always wonder how useful they'll be in the late game, but right now we're still in the earliest of the early game. So I suppose it doesn't really matter how useful it is in the late game quite yet. I think I'll do one more for saplings. And then I'll just start breaking it regularly. I think that'll be good. Oh, yeah, I already broke all the leaves there, I suppose. I feel like the excavate tool, or like any mods that add the excavate or like vein mining, it's just such a powerful little mod. But it is such a quality of life mod. Like, I think in some worlds it's definitely a little bit, there go all my saplings, a little bit overpowered, but at the same time it's just such a nice mod to have. And it really just makes life very nice. Okay, we've got food for days. All this cooking does unfortunately mean I'm not getting as much dirt production, but I think we have enough dirt right now to live with that. I wanted to. I wonder if I can cook up petrified acorns. How do I crush stuff? Oh. Answered my own question. And it looks like there's also some sort of liquid in there. I hadn't expected that. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. Okay, now we have a gravel acorn, and I wonder if that's with dirt? No. What do you want in the center? A petrified, I see. Okay. And then to get to sand, we needed the gravel acorns crushed. Gravel acorns is the next step. Gravel acorns is what we want. Honestly, we've made some progression. Gravel acorns, gravel acorns. I wonder... I can cook up any acorn. Okay, I see. Does what it give me ever become different? Or is it always just the one? Okay, it is always just the one, so I can cook whatever I have the most of. I think I'll stop cooking the dirt ones, because I definitely want to be able to craft more dirt. And I don't really care about... I don't even know. Maybe we start collecting some stone acorns and eating those up. But I also think for like now we'll be fine for a little while. I wonder if this is interfering with my tree growth. I don't think it should be. It's difficult to tell. Okay, I think we're good. Eventually it'll grow. Okay, for the first one, we'll still use our crook. So we can get some saplings. Oh, this crook is broken. Oh, maybe don't do that. Okay. Modded Minecraft is so much fun. I get to think. Ooh, we get flint. That kind of makes sense with a gravel tree, I suppose. I don't think I can use these for anything. I'll keep collecting them for like a second. But I don't think they're too useful. Clay, gravel. Okay. These are all my saplings. This is food. And this is just a whole nother stack. We're getting a lot of wood. But seeing as I do want to be using that for my main building block, I'm not upset about it. There we go. Okay. I think we'll have enough food for a second. I'm gonna start just smelting this. And we want more gravel acorns. Oh my god. I need to not be sprinting. That's what I need to not be doing. I'm too scared to sprint now. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to fall off the edge. I had like so much stuff on me. That was just a visceral reaction. Okay. Now we'll be able to have our sand tree, and then at least we'll have all of the trees, and I believe all of the quests in general, in like the first little section of the advancements book, which is some pretty decent progress once we have this one going. Wait, why am I making a sand tree? That's not what I actually need. That's over here. I wanted a bone tree. Okay. Well, slight change of plans, I suppose. I'll move on to the sand tree and then I'll get to the bone tree. Okay, now we have sand, and where is bones? All the way up here. So we need bone meal for that. Now, how do we get bone meal? Gravel in a cauldron. But for a cauldron, we're gonna say we're gonna need iron, but it looks like we can make just any cauldron. Okay. We'll have to get ourselves some gravel, but I think that should be doable. Okay, and before I do anything else, I'm gonna make a little space where I can just build stuff that isn't going to be trees, because right now I feel like my trees are, their growth is stunted by everything around them. So I just wanna make a little area. Okay. Might as well do it here. Just my little building area. Slightly away from everything else, so it doesn't get in the way of tree growth. I'll have to probably double up these slabs for this section, because all of these, I don't want them to just be floating. This gives us just a little bit more space to work with. I also think I want to get back to my just making more trees, or more dirt trees grow. I don't think we have enough dirt in this world. I wonder if we're ever, how and if and when we're gonna get some grass. I think that's always a lot of fun, because then you can kind of start really decorating the world and almost making it look like the regular Minecraft world. Okay. Let me just take this. Okay, slight pause in the mission of just world domination. We're moving. Okay, dirt, petrified, clay, gravel. I'll need a sand one next. These guys can go here for now. I think I can probably just throw them out. Gravel. I don't want to keep this on me for now. This feels like it's sort of important. Oh yeah, I wanted to keep at least one of these here. I need a bigger chest is what I need. Okay, I can have... Let me grab this one as well. There we go. Now to get bones, that's what I was trying to do. Bone, bone, gravel. For which we need gravel, resin, and gravel. Okay. Let's start moving this as well. Very slowly, calmly. So then our trees can continue to just live in peace. and they will not be stunted by anything in their way to stop them from growing. And then I can get back to my quest of getting to the bone of this issue. And I don't like that that's out of line. Can we please get that back in line? Okay, that'll be good to go for whenever I need it. And these two can just be right here, I suppose. Okay. Now, where was I? I think we quickly make just another chest. Oh, the rain, it's over. We have some peace and quiet again. Okay, and we can keep the rest on us. Let's start with some sand and some gravel trees. And then we want the rest to just be some dirt, because I want to have a little bit more space for everything to start growing. So if I'm here, will we reach every tree? Okay, we definitely reached these 4. I'll have to move again to reach the other 2. I wonder if I'm in the middle, like right here. Do I reach everything? I reach those 2 and I reach... Okay, if I'm in the middle of this, I can reach all the trees. I need that sand tree to be grown. Okay, everything's growing but the sand tree. The only one I really cared about. But eventually, this too will grow. Okay. Now, for this one, we want to be using a crook, so we have at least another sapling going for us. And then for the rest of the trees, we want to be using anything but the crook. Okay, have we gotten saplings? We do, okay. We move 1 to the chest for safekeeping. And then we should be fine. We move all of this over 1, and there we go. Now we're organized again. And we just keep breaking. I wonder... After I cut down this lot of trees, I'm gonna figure out how we can work with the bonsai plates, or the bonsai whatever. Because once we have those going, this kind of gets automated relatively quickly. Which is very exciting. And also a little bit less work for us. So hopefully, if I can figure out how we get to that step, that is going to be my next goal, for sure. Okay. We could definitely do with more dirt stuff, but for now it's not the end of the world. We are getting just a lot of wood though. That is not an issue, but definitely something worth noting. Okay. We're still waiting for the bone. But with the clay tree, we can make a clay bucket. Okay, that could be fun. And of course, if we have a cauldron, we can get water. So we're gonna have to wait for it to rain once more. But you know what? Let's figure out how we do this. While we're waiting to get to our gravel stage, how do we get a clay bucket? Okay. We need clay, which we can craft. Like this. Okay. Which I think we have to fire. And then we'll have a bucket going for us. So the next time it rains, we'll be good to go. Okay, another little sand tree. I think we do 1 more for saplings. Okay, and then we'll be good. Never been better. What do I care about right now? Gravel. Gravel is what we're getting to. And I'll just keep doing some dirt while I'm here. This takes some real brain power for me to keep eating and also keep shifting at the same time, because one button I'm pressing and releasing and the other I'm just holding down. For a second, that's like, you know, when like you have to like pat your head and rub your stomach or something. That's the exact same type of exercise, and it just took my brain a whole second to figure out exactly what I'm meant to be doing. Okay, 1 tree of the 6 done. We just keep shifting, and it'll all work out eventually. That's always a little bit of a jump scare. Okay. We focus on these 2 trees. And... okay. One of these days, we'll get this all done and over with. Because when did we get to what I want? I'm excited for this. I do love the Tinker's Construct mod, but the age of farming is what I want to do. So we want to graft ourselves a bonsai pot. Preferably we have fertile soil, but I think we can just get regular dirt in there as well. And then a hopping bonsai pot is the one we really truly want, but I think that requires just a little bit more work. So we want... so for that we need bricks. Yeah, for this we need iron, so that's not something we currently have. But bricks... oh, bricks we've got. Bricks we have. Okay, we'll be planting some more clay trees, I do suppose. Oh, this is exciting. I'm very excited to get this going. I think even without the automatic one, we'll be able to get a whole lot done. And once we have that automatic one unlocked, for which we do need iron and iron trees, so that's a little bit later. But once we have all that unlocked, this will be a thing of the past. Standing here, shifting, waiting for trees to grow. A thing of the past, indeed. Okay, I want it to rain again so we can start getting our water. I love it when all of the things just start making sense. And I kind of get like impatient for like the next thing to work, but you just have to wait sometimes, right? Maybe there is a way I can craft water, but I know for sure I'll get water in the cauldron next time it rains. And so I'm just having to wait. And like on the one hand, that's a little bit annoying, but on the other hand, you know, it just reminds me that, you know, this is just a game and I'm just having a good time. And for the rest, I don't really care. And I like that. And we've only really been playing for an hour, and already, you know, we've achieved so much. So really, we're doing good. We're doing fine. Okay, time to grow some more clay trees. And by some more, I do mean a whole lot more. Let's see if I can make myself a little bit more dirt. Let me just add clay for now as a recipe. Okay, 8 pieces of dirt. That's pretty decent. Yeah, let me just work on using some of that. What do I... okay. We'll make another identical section behind here. I think the spacing I have right now is pretty much perfect. Sometimes if the tree is a little bit wider than it should be, they struggle to grow, but for the main part, they're doing fine. So I think we keep this structured the way it is. I don't think we necessarily make it any different because it's getting the job done. Oh, there we go. And I suppose this is passing the time, so trees have the chance to grow. I don't have to be shifting forever. I wonder what the perfect distance for them to be in would be. But I think having 4 blocks between them has been working fine. Okay, so that's 1 extra row done. But I think we want just 2 rows because we do have 8 pieces of dirt. Okay. And at some point we can, you know, have less structured grounds as well. But for now, I quite like the structure, the organization. I think it's a fun time. This will be the block. The block. Okay, where the dirt goes. Break that. Oh, that fell. Unfortunate. Luckily we have more than enough wood. Got wood for days. Oh, I'm just holding shift. Like, I could be so much quicker. It's just not worth it to me. At the end of the day, I'm way too prone to falling. Okay, well that is just crazy. Okay. We're getting somewhere. The island, it's expanding. Okay. Okay. We're achieving near perfection. We're getting there. One of these days we'll work on, you know, making the area look pretty. But for today, that's not what's important. We're just trying to get ourselves a functional little area. I realize I'm expanding this now and this entire project is about to become like obsolete because we don't need this anymore, but then I suppose I can just replace all of this with just regular ground to be working on. So actually it's not the end of the world, but it is. I'm now realizing like we're working on making bonsais and then this will kind of not be useful anymore. So I leave the expansion project for the future. I think it's not for today. I just realized that's going to be useless. But we did just double our grounds, so I'm sure that'll be useful in the future for something else. Okay, our trees, they're there. We want gravel. And we were working on making bones. I think we needed gravel for that. And we're also working on getting clay. Okay. Now, what was the plan? Because at this point, I don't really know anymore. Okay, we had 2 separate goals. We were working on our saplings, specifically to get towards not quartz, but bones, for which we do need water for that one. But as soon as we have gravel, we're more likely to get ourselves this goal going. So, okay, we can put dirt in the crushing tub. So I think that's probably the best bet right now. Good thing I made some extra dirt. Because that's quite an expensive recipe. There we go. And I need... Oh, we need a whole lot, actually. So I'll leave my 1 dirt in here. And it's time to get to planting some dirt trees. because we're unfortunately waiting for it to rain before we can do the other crafting recipe. So currently dirt crushing is our only option. But then we'll be good. Okay, and that will be our bone tree done. And then we can continue working on our bonsai trees as well, for which we want clay. Okay. That was the whole plan. Okay, clay we can make a little bit more of. I'll keep one. No, I think I'll just turn everything. I think we want as many bonsais as we can get. Then we do want as much dirt as we can get as well. What acorn do I have the most of right now? Gravel, maybe? I don't know, I'll have to sacrifice one of them in a second for food. And it's not gonna be dirt, because we're about to use all of that. Okay. Time to break trees. You know what? I don't regret doing my expansion. Being able to grow like 12 saplings at once, that's nice. I enjoy that. There. Okay. We're making progress. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, Lee. I am in the sky. The ground? It's so far away. SKYFACTORY is such a good mod. I played this one many years ago, and I decided it was time to just go back. Go back to some, you know, more complex modded Minecraft. I think it's really fun. And this one is super fun because this one has the bonsai pots. So that's always fun. I think that'll be a fun little project. Every once in a while I can just be in the sky. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Okay. I was making dirt to turn into gravel. That was the road. Now we get to harvest all of the leaves with like one click. Oh, that'll be lovely. Okay. Okay, well, we have a couple leaves left, but I suppose I can live without breaking those leaves. Okay, we pretty much gathered everything. Dirt. Oh, that's some good dirt. Okay, I only need to use like 8 of these. So let me grab like 8 of them. Or let me just place one on the ground, because that's what I was trying to do. And we just jump. Who would have thought crushing dirt gives you bone meal? The furthest I've gone is clay. I can't figure out the machines. Honestly, a lot of these times I get super confused with the mods. But then there's always just smart people on Twitch who just somehow know the mods. And so I'll be stuck forever and ever, and then somebody will come and figure it out for me, and it'll be like the most simple explanation. But it's just the quickest way to learn sometimes. And like I'll try to Google it, but it's just complicated. Modded Minecraft is so complicated. But it keeps it so fun. And sometimes I'll give up on a certain machine. I'll be like, I'll never learn this. And then somebody smart will come along, and then I'm like, okay, today is the day I finally learn how to do this one complicated thing. But yeah, I'm not very far into the mod, as you can see. But I think so far I figured it out. I want to get the bonsais, because that'll be quick work. But we're getting there. Exactly. And then like, it's also because you start from like nothing, right? You start on like your one block, but then eventually you have so much just stuff going on around you. It's really interesting to see like how far you get from the beginning. And then to just be in so much complex stuff that you wouldn't have understood on the first day, but because you've been playing for so long, now you do understand. We've got a bone sapling. And then eventually everything starts making sense. I need food. Gravel. I guess I'll do some gravel. I wonder if there's better food sources out there than eating my acorns. Okay, now I have, I think, all of the starting stuff. Yes, which gives me the feeling that I can just skip ahead to bonsais. Yes. Oh, this will be so fun. How many can I make? Okay, 5 we'll have to do. Now how did these work? Because I prefer the hopping bonsais, but for that I need iron. There's so many saplings. Okay. So we need saplings. We need dirt, preferably like fertile dirt, but regular dirt will do. Then add a sapling, right-click fully grown trees with an axe to harvest them. Okay, that's not too difficult. I see a sapling. I want it. So let me see what I can do about that. Have fun. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and hopefully I'll see you at some point again very soon. Okay, let's get to expanding this place. Okay. There's never enough space. I think the fact that I play a lot of modded Minecraft like this influences the way I play regular Minecraft, because I'm not like, as you see, I'm like building out the space to have like new machines, and like my tree farm's over there, my bonsai farm is going to be like over here. And then when I play regular Minecraft, I end up doing the same. I'll just be in a world and I'll just have all my different machines, or like my storage area in one area, then my like sleeping area somewhere else. And I would never really build actual builds. I just expand into the world and just place different machines in different locations, which I think is really interesting to see. But I feel like in a Sky Factory, it's worth it. I tend to make it look pretty eventually, but especially at the start, I just want, you know, functional. Nice little functional area to get all my machinery done in. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we can just have... For now, this should be good. And now it's a good thing we made all that dirt, because we're about to need it. How do I make fertile soil? Fertile soil. Do we have the bone meal to spare? I can make 2 of these for now. I think we'll just work with that. Okay. Nighttime falls once more. How do I get my dirt out of here? Is there any way I can do that? I maybe have to just break it and start again. Okay, okay. We're not gonna lose any. I just wanted my fertile soil to be here. Okay. Now I have a total of 6 trees. And I have 5 of these right now. So we'll do my dirt. We'll do petrified. Clay. Sand. Bone. Bone I think is a good one. Okay. Every one of these will get here eventually. But for now, it'll just have to be like this. Okay. Just a little bit of a clear inventory right now. Just a little bit. Okay. Now some of this can just start going in here. Your bone your gravel, petrified, sand, clay. Was this one? Yes, it was. Okay. We're doing good. I want more clay. That's what I want right now. How did I do this? Oh, just like this. Okay. And all the saplings stay in there. Oh, and we start getting leaves now. What am I gonna do with leaves? Okay. It's time to start getting prepped for when we expand. I think it's too quick to start getting prepped for when we expand, but it's not too quick to just start having some more chests around here. Okay, get that out of there. Okay, this is doing the most. You know what? We can never have enough chests. Okay. Never enough chests. There we go. Okay. Now it's time to get some real building going on. Before I get too far into this, let's just do that. Okay. Now, if you've never seen this before, what this is doing is instead of me growing a full tree over there, it's growing a little mini version in the bonsai pot for me, which is very nice, very exciting. That makes my life quite easy. I just have to currently manually go in here and break every tree. But that is something in the future we can also work to make easier. But for that we need iron. So our next goal really is going to be to work on our iron. And if you saw that I was making some of this into a different type of dirt, the more fertile soil, the only thing that does is it makes it so that these trees grow quicker than these trees. So we'll see in a second. These ones are already at 20%, but these ones are only at like 10%. So it just goes a little bit quicker, which we cannot complain about at all. I think it's gonna be time in a second to start just building one higher. That's not what I wanted. I feel like that should work, but I guess this is older Minecraft, so it doesn't. I'm thinking. What can I do about this? How do I want to organize this right now? I can't have it like this. Maybe I'll just do it like this. Can they be next to each other? No, there has to be a block in between. I see. Okay, this is... It's not giving me what I want right now. And I think I'm gonna move... Okay, these will be gone. You know what? Maybe this will be fine. Maybe I can deal with it. Maybe I can deal with it. I forgot that in older versions of Minecraft, you can't have two chests just next to each other. Okay, what can I do to make this less awful for me to deal with? I think if I do a 2-block gap, I'll be better about it. Which means I need to go over here and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, this will make sense in a second. I'm trying to organize it so that I have just... That's not what I wanted. It's okay. So that I have chests for every tree type that I have. Let me pick it up. Okay. Okay, we didn't lose them. Always good news. So this will be dirt wood. I mean dirt stone. So this will currently have enough here for all the trees we have right now. But we're hoping, of course, to get more. But for now, it'll get the job done. So I can start. Okay. We have saplings. We have resin. We have acorns. Leaves. And of course, we have wood. And then we do the same for every tree that we have. Okay. So we have this. We have this. Okay, once this is organized, it'll be so much easier, but for a second, it's gonna be unorganized. Then next we have clay. Clay, and I'm doing resin acorn, right? Okay. And this one can go here for now. I think they're also maybe dropping sticks, but I'm not too sure. I'll see in a second. Now this one is bone, and then we move on to gravel. Bone. And leaves. And then we move on to gravel. Gravel. Okay. And the last one is going to be sand, but we currently don't actually have any of this tree growing. Okay. Let me throw some of this away for now. For now, we just move it like this. Okay. Okay, we're organized. We've never been more organized. I'm already overwhelmed. It's overwhelming a little bit, just a little bit. No, I can do this. This is doable. Once this is organized, everything will be so much better. Just need to take a second to get it organized. Just a second. Okay. This and this and this. Then we move on to this one. Okay, organized. The most organized we could possibly be. I'll need more well, for now I guess I can just not do this to the sticks. Saplings. Am I growing clay? I am. Okay. We just didn't get any resin? Okay. I haven't actually had a look at what the drop rates are. Clay. Okay. We can do our bones. We got a lot of bone resin on us. That's sand, and these are more bones. Okay. Now we're onto the gravel, and then we need to move on and figure out how we're gonna grow iron. That is the next goal. No, you're gravel. Oh, this is gravel. Okay. Then we had all of the resin, all of the acorns. For the rest, we have nothing here. Except just one of these. Okay. And now what that organization means is I can just, apart from all of my own stuff, I can just do this. No. Oh, okay. Dirt leaf, acorns. Petrified. I think I need to stop looking at this for like a minute. You're clay. You're clay, okay. You are bone. Where is my gravel? Is that you? You are here, so this can start going in here. And obviously we don't have any of this. So all I have left is some of this. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop looking at this for a second. And just focus. I know how this works. We've not had any more rain, which is slightly unfortunate. Right, let me grow some more sand. Okay, 2 goals right now. I want another bonsai so that my sand can be automated. And then I want to see what I can do to start working towards getting iron. Iron is the next big goal. Okay. That I can do. Do I have any more clay cooking? To make clay, I need to focus on my clay tree. Yes. We can wait for that. And then we want to make just clay. Just clay. So we want acorns and resin in particular. I didn't think that was done. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay. Now, to get towards iron, we want to have coal, and then we can work towards iron. Okay. So let's have a look. Saplings. Iron is this color. Oh, that is not a cheap recipe at all. But how can we get there if we don't have molten iron already? That is very interesting. Okay, well this should be interesting. Okay, I actually don't know how to get here. We're working on getting our clay. Obtain iron by crafting iron amber, and then we use Tinker's construct melter or smeltery to melt it into molten iron. Okay, how do I make a melter? Because a smeltery is more expensive, I think. That's something I have to construct with 500,000 different parts. So that's not what I'm looking to do. But how about a melter? Is that also... Okay, that's affordable. For that we need grout, which is gravel and sand. Okay, so we work on getting grout so that we can get a melter. This one. No, this one. Not this one. And glass will be fine. Okay. So that's is that path. Okay, and then first we want coal, for which we need a birch sapling, which we get by putting a sand sapling in water. So once again, it appears we're waiting for some rain to fall. Because I don't think there's nothing in there right now. And then we want a sand sapling in there. I might start just growing some clay saplings like right now. I think that'll be the quickest work we can do. I think that'll be quicker than using this right now because we haven't upgraded it. Okay. Time to just start running around, getting trees to grow. Okay. There we go. Now we'll be good to go. I have my thoughts again. Getting organized was the most confusing thing ever, but now that I'm organized, I remember how to play Minecraft. I remember how this works. Now, if it could rain, I would be most happy. Actually, before it starts to go into rainy weather, let me see if I can just get another cauldron going. Or two. So we'll just have a little bit more to work with. Oh, I don't have any slabs. Okay. Just so that I can start collecting a little bit more. So I don't have to worry about using the only one I have for one crafting recipe. Okay, we grab this one. You know what? It's looking good. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere at the very least. Now, we are not going all the way to a full Tinker's smelter right now. We're just going for the melter, but I definitely do want to look at the full smelter eventually, because that's one of my favorite mods ever. So I'll be looking forward to getting to work with that. Grow my trees. You can do it. I believe. There we go. Just a couple more trees. Oh, I'm hungry. That's fine. I believe excavating like I am also causes more hunger. So that's not surprising that I am getting hungry quicker, but it also is just so much quicker in general. I hit my mic there, my bad. Okay. Yes. Okay. Trees are a-growing. If I cut down these last ones, I think we'll have enough to make a little bit of gravel, which in turn will make our last bonsai pot that I need, but we're about to make like 2 whole more trees, so we're gonna need more. But luckily it's not too crazy expensive as long as we got ourselves a little bit of a tree farm going. Also want to see if our bone tree is giving us any more bone meal, because as soon as we have bone meal we can turn it into fertile soil, which then allows the trees to grow faster. Which isn't the most important thing right now since we are manually harvesting them. But once we do have the automatic one, the faster the soil is, the faster of course we get any materials. Okay, let's make ourselves some clay. And I want, like, this should be enough to get this done. Okay. For now, that looks good. I want to have a little bit more freedom of movement there, though, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of an extension. Okay, and then we just do some of this. Okay, there we go. Then I was looking to get some of my bone worked with. Because did this ever drop? What am I saying? Bone meal. This is ever meant to drop bone meal. I'll remember how to get to coal. Bone meal. So it does have a very small chance of dropping there, but the easiest way for us to get to it is with the dirt recipe? Okay, the dirt recipe. There we go. Okay, we're looking to get more dirt. Oh, I need to not be sprinting. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so now I can get my last sapling that was sand growing. Clay. Okay. I don't need any more of this. So now we're looking towards our coal saplings, for which we need this, for which we need water. Water is sand. Water is sand. A water and a sand. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I feel like there should be... I should be able to get, sand, bone. I should be able to get bone meal from this much easier than I am. I feel like there should be just an easier recipe for bone meals. But there just really isn't one. I don't think. No, unless I can get, like, bones through any of these crafting recipes. No, or how about bone blocks? Okay, we can craft bone blocks. Okay, so bone is the next wood I want to be focusing on. Okay. We keep one in here. Okay, bone is the next wood we want to be focusing on. These can actually go here for now. Don't need them on me. It's like there should be a way that I can use the bone tree to get to bone meal. It's like I shouldn't be having to rely on dirt. Or like a 4% drop chance. Oh. Jumped into the tree. Oh, didn't press the right block. The right key. Okay, now this turn I will be using this guy. Okay, I've got enough saplings now to last me a good little while. We can break all of that. And we can go here. Okay. now that we have access to bone blocks, and this also just dropped bone meal, which is very nice to see. I didn't really know it did that, but I guess now I do know. What did I want this for? Coal, this guy. How did I get the bones? How did I get here? This isn't useful to me right now. This isn't useful. I need sand and water. Can I get water? I have none of these machines. Interesting, so this is considered water? Maybe? Not enough of it for sure. Why did I want bones? Why was I interested in bone meal? Oh, for my special dirt, that's right. Okay. Let me just do this. Okay, and then I should have the next level of dirt in all of them. For now. I think that's what I wanted. I honestly don't remember why I was looking for bone meal. Can it please rain? Any way I can do like a rain dance to make the rain appear? Anything like that? Okay, that's all well and done now. I just gotta remember the order. We have clay and then bone, I believe. Where's my clay at? It's over here. Gravel and then sand. Okay. Gravel, sand. Okay, they're all growing. They're all doing their thing. Clay. Clay. These should be good now. Gravel, gravel. Gravel. Where was bones? And my sand. Okay. That's all well and done now. Let me figure out how we get to water. Water. Dehydrator, but we don't have that. It drops the tiniest little bit of water. Okay, that's not very useful to us. Unless we start using the leaves for it. Interesting. Any leaf, if we crush it, gives us sugarcane seeds. So if we need sugarcane, this is the way to get it. No, we just gotta wait for the sky to be less clear and wait for a rainy day. Okay. Let's see. Honestly, this is quite easy to organize like this. You know what? This is actually pretty nice. We had one more. There we go. This bothers me. All pretty decently organized. Did I not pick any of that up? Interesting. Okay, I got nothing. Oh well, I suppose that's fine. Okay, and this organization should carry over decently well to the next part of all of this when we automate it. So I don't think I'll have to worry about all this organizing later. But for now, we're looking good. This world, it's getting somewhere. What is next in this book of books? Cottonwood? I suppose I could start making the next tree. Sapling, cotton, okay. A cottonwood acorn. Can we make vines? Do we have... okay. So we want a jungle sapling either way. Which we get with clay and mud. It looks like we're just really quite stuck until we get water. And of course now the skies are nice and blue. Does this book have any tips for us? Collect rainwater in a cauldron or by jumping on a sapling in a crushing tub. Okay, I guess we could start just crushing some saplings. What do I have? Okay. We grow out these and collect as many saplings as we can, so I'll need to quickly craft a crook. But if we do that, then we should be able to get water that way relatively simply. Let me make myself just a little bit of a crook. And we just get these trees to start growing. Okay. We're problem solving now. We need water for our next step desperately. We need it for like 6 different steps at this point. And for whenever we do have that, let me a little infinite water source block area. Oh, I need a lot more wood. Okay, I see how it is. Not quite. Because, like, these are, like, already, like, half a block, so... do I need, like, a full block above this? I think so. Quite ugly, but it'll get the job done. Okay, this is where we'll have our water source. Oh my goodness. Okay, trees are looking good. These guys need a little bit more encouragement. Wonder if I can get this one to grow. Okay, there we go. We do this. We do this. We do this. We just mine. In Minecraft, at the end of the day, all we do is mine and craft. And everything in between. We break some trees. And we just have a good time. But I hope you're all enjoying the stream. I hope you're all enjoying your Saturday. And yeah, I've been really excited to try and play this again. It's been a while, and this is definitely, you know, some quality modded Minecraft. Okay, let me see how many... okay, all of my crooks are now gone. But I feel like I can make one more. I feel like I have enough wood to spare. Just make one more crook. Okay, we have like half a stack so far of saplings. It could be better, but it could also be a whole lot worse. Also, doing all of this did just give us a bunch of acorns as well, which I think will be a decent little food source for us. Okay, and now we can just continue breaking the last of these trees. And then I think we'll be able to see about getting ourselves some water. If only I had those cauldrons placed earlier, because we did have rain for a little while, but I just didn't think ahead. And realistically, I just didn't know, because at the start of all of this, you know, I didn't really know how all of the mods worked. I didn't know how they would all interact together. And now I know a lot more. And that's how it goes. Sometimes. Sometimes that's how it goes. Okay, can I reach that? Yeah, if I jump. Perfect, our last 3 trees. And one of them still has to grow. And then we'll be so good. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Quick little tree. We have over a stack of saplings. So we really turned 12 saplings into a stack, which is some pretty good numbers. I don't really need any of this right now. I think I'll start smelting this though. And we just start jumping. Eventually we'll have water in here. I think that's how that works. I can hear it's making the sound. Okay, it is working. Just slowly. Sometimes we have to be patient. But I'm not seeing the numbers go up. And this is also mud that's in here, not water. How have I gotten here? Oh, we want mud right now to get this. Okay. With clay. But we want that in a cauldron. I need water. I need water is what I need. I should be able to do it with dirt saplings. Okay. I'm not going crazy then. I just wonder what the chances of it turning into water are. If we have 900 out of 8,000 in there right now. I don't know how much we need for a bucket. Well, more than this. I'm thinking maybe we need 1,000, or if we need like 8,000, I'd say we're pretty screwed. But this is also mud. And we want water. I might have just wasted all of those saplings. Yeah, we're just gonna do that all over again. Okay. We're resetting. One more time. If only it could start raining. Then none of this would be an issue. But it currently is an issue. You know what? That's fine. It's a learning opportunity for us. Let me go grab some more crooks. Okay. Time to get to breaking. You know, at the very least, we'll have a lot of mud materials to make ourselves some dirt. At the very least, we'll have all that. You live and you learn in the world, and I sure be doing a lot of learning. Whoever said Minecraft wasn't, you know, educational? Can confirm, am learning. We break. Okay, let's see what I can do here. What are my saplings looking like? 21. We can do better than that. I still love the excavate mod. Still just one of my favorites. Okay, this has a little bit more juice in it. Okay, now that one's dead. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna start throwing these out. Don't care. There we go. That's the one of the more difficult things about the older Minecraft is you can't change your mouth sensitivity only for the scroll wheel. You can just change mouth sensitivity as a whole. And so my scroll function is a little bit more reckless than I'm used to. But it's fine. It keeps me on my toes, I suppose. Grow. All of you need to grow. There we go, almost through the last of our crook. And then we can try this one more time. And this time it better work. Oh, it already grew. Okay. We just shift. We shift a lot. We get a finger workout in. I'm focused on shifting that I forgot to speak, but this is so slow. Okay, just a little bit more. We just keep pressing shift. Eventually a tree will be born. There we go. Okay. Tree, we use as much of our crook as we have left, which isn't a whole lot. Do this. Slightly under a stack this time. Can't always be lucky. But this hopefully should get us the water we've been craving. Craving so desperately. Talking about water, I'm actually gonna drink some right now. You know what? We've achieved a decent amount today. Not too bad. That's not the right button. Okay. Empty field once more. We go put just the rest of this away for now. And we throw our crook off. Okay, and now it'll work, I believe. There we go. It's just because it was mud earlier is why it wasn't working. So we did just waste a whole stack of this. And that's unfortunate. Perfect. Actually, this is very blue water. That's fine. Oh, I'm so glad we've achieved everything I could ever want. Yes, okay, infinite water. So much simpler than it appeared. Okay, now what was the goal I did all of this for in the first place? You might be wondering. I myself am also wondering that. Long-term goal is to get to a hopping bonsai, for which we need iron. So long-term goal is to get iron. To get iron, we need molten iron, for which we, I guess, need coal. So we're trying to get a coal sapling and a cottonwood sapling. So let's start with this one. To get one of these, we need... How do we get mud? Dirt? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I have the capabilities of doing that. I'll make as much of this as I can. Why not? go. Okay. Dirt into clay. Okay. We want 2 of these because one of them has to be laid to dry. And because otherwise we have clay in there, I'm just gonna make 2 more. Perfect, okay. Then we want one of them to be put on the drying rack for 45 whole seconds. So those will be ready to go in a second. And I'm gonna just keep a jungle sapling here. Okay, so those will be ready for this in a second. And we'll also need 3 bone meal. Okay, do I have bone meal in my bone chest? I have 1. Okay, so to deal with that, I'm just gonna plant like just a little bit. Just a half field. I'm gonna try and make this into bone blocks. Because that's how we can get bone meal, I think. Yeah, okay. Perfect, that's exactly what I want. Now we're cooking. That water was a hurdle I had to get over, but once we got that water, now I think we'll be pretty good for a little while. Get to the next stage of everything, and then once we get stuck again, we'll have a new challenge to overcome. But I think for a little bit, we'll be good. Water solved a lot of issues for us, and I'm glad. I'm glad we figured it out. This is really, it's like training my brain again. There we go. Okay, we got a lot of bone meal anyway. But I'm just gonna make a bone block because I feel like bone meal comes up a lot. Oh, I didn't... Okay, that was not what I wanted. That's actually quite unfortunate. That's expensive. Well, it's not expensive, but we were about to use that, so I would have preferred to keep it. Okay. Now we make ourselves some of these. Perfect. This should be done. There we go. Now we've got our first cottonwood tree. Once again, for the first one, we do want to be using a crook, so we at least are guaranteed a couple saplings back, but then we should be good to go. If we just keep shifting. There we go. Okay. We do this. Okay. Now we're good. Never been better. 2 cottonwood saplings. I think we want more. I think we want more. So I'll probably do this a couple more times, but what achievement did we just get there? So we have cotton and... Okay, string has a chance to drop from cottonwood leaves or using the drying rack. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, Jacob. Or use a drying rack to dry out cottonwood leaves. Okay, so the leaves of this one are actually important. I think cottonwood saplings and a piece of string. So we got lucky with that drop there. We actually got 2, so I feel like that's decently lucky. I definitely need more saplings, so I'm gonna grow just a couple more. I started in this modded world today, and you know what? So far, we've not had no real difficulties yet, thankfully. We were struggling to get water there for a second, but I figured it out. And now we've got an infinite water source. So now a whole bunch of recipes just opened up for us, so we'll be able to get to craft and everything I've been wanting to craft in no time, which is very exciting. Okay, now we have enough saplings. So let's get this guy growing in my farm. So at least that'll be ready to go. I need more chests. I need more organization. Always more organization. Time to expand once more. Okay. What can I do? Okay, I think I'll just make a second line here instead of expanding lengthwise. Okay, this will be fine. We'll be so organized. This is just organizational prep for when we get to the actual automated bonsais, because then we can just put them here and not have to worry about them anymore. But for now, we need to do everything manually. But that's fine. We enjoy some modded Minecraft. I realized I thought I was holding my excavate key, which would have broken all of these slabs. So I think I must have been pressing the wrong key, which is very good. Because for a second I thought my whole platform would be gone. Because I'm so used to pressing the excavate key of breaking my trees. For a second I thought the whole platform would go. But no, we survived. Let me not press that button this time. Okay, okay. This. That's not where that goes. Okay. Surprisingly, I've yet to fall off. I say that now, let's not jinx myself, but oh, actually, let's do a little bit of reorganization, I just realized. Because these are like one corridor, but then let me get these guys gone. Okay, I'll get these chests in a second. I'm trying to make corridors here with a 2-block gap, but I realized that these are the backs of them, so I can just set it up like this. And then these need to move one back. Does this not work? Oh, okay. Now in that case, I guess we'll keep it the way it is. Then I'm not going to bother changing it. I forget that old Minecraft doesn't let you place them even like back to back. I can't have them like right next to each other, which is why there's a gap here. And I can't have them like next to each other that way either. Crazy. Minecraft 1.12. It feels so long ago. And yet so much has changed. Okay. This can go. Yes, I had a cotton tree. Honestly, for now, cotton can go here. I feel like this is probably the right level of importance for cotton. Cotton. You cotton, you are. Perfect. Leaves. Oak. Sticks. When did I get bone stuff? I suppose at some point. These can go here for now. And this can go here. Okay, perfect. We're so organized. Now we're on the mission to get to iron. To get to iron, we first need iron sapling. Okay. To get to iron, we need molten iron, which we can get. Which one am I looking for? What's it called? I know what it looks like, but I don't know what it's called. That's not it. This. That's what I'm after. For which we need everything we have and coal. So that's why coal is the next goal. And for coal, we need birch, which we got with sand. Okay, let's grab ourselves 4 sand saplings. Bone. This one would be sand then. Okay, let me cut a couple sand trees. Just a couple while we wait. Just so I have a couple more saplings to make use of. I love the bonsai pots. And I love them even more when they're automated. And we're so close. We're like 3 steps away from automating these, I think. Which will be very nice. And then everything goes so much quicker. I didn't mean to put my stick in there, but I suppose I can keep my stick. Okay, I would like... It's quicker if I just do it manually right now at this point. I just grab myself another crook and do it manually, it'll be so much quicker. Okay. Is this one broken? I think it is. It is, okay. Trees, please grow. Be so kind as to grow. You can do it. I believe. Oh, it already grew? Perfect. They're so quick to grow. Makes my life so much easier. Okay, they are connected, which means these won't be destroyed right away. Then we just crook them. There we go. We got 15 saplings. So much quicker than doing whatever I was doing. Okay. We would like 4. There we go. That should have worked. There we go. We got 4 of them. I wonder if we should make like all of the vanilla ones right now. Like it wouldn't be too expensive, and then we want to smelt this. Go. We got a little bit more food. I suppose we can start on, because I know that's one of the goals for the farming, to eventually get every single tree sapling possible. So we got 7 out of the 28, so there's a little bit more for us to get, but it's not too bad. And we'll start working on this as soon as we have the hopping bonsai. We could get a bed, I suppose. I have nothing against getting a bed. There we go. Let's grow our first coal tree. How exciting. And now give us some saplings. Oh, I got 1. That's not enough. Well, it is enough, but not what I want. There we go. 6. Now we're good. Let me plant a couple more, just get these growing. Hello, hello! Mycelium, I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I just started this SKYFACTORY 4 world, and it's very exciting. I do always enjoy a good little modded Minecraft world, and this is a fun time. I played this years ago, and then I haven't played it in forever. And so far, it's been good. Haven't gotten stuck. It took me a while to remember how to get water, but we got water now. So that's very exciting. I'm working on automating my bonsai trees right now. That's the goal, because once you've reached that hurdle, getting all of these materials will be so much easier. I think my coal can go in here. I feel like coal is a first line product. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Oh, we get coal pieces. I forget how those work, but I assume we'll figure that out eventually. Okay, let's plant it in my last available slot. But with coal completed now, we should, in theory, be able to get iron, and that's what I've been working towards. I don't think I can save these in any way, so I might as well throw them out. Is it worth it to get myself some cobblestone tools? It might be worth it. Cobblestone. 2 pieces is not really what I'm looking for. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, I'll just plant some cobblestone trees myself. Do like a half field. Okay, okay. We're so close, I can almost feel the iron already. I believe it's not one of the newer ones. Let me double check. Factory, because I believe there's a SKYFACTORY 5 now. That one is new as of 2025. So this one's a little bit older. It's from 2021. But there is a 5 now, which I've seen some people play and also looks really fun. But this one is a couple years old. But I just really like this one for the bonsai pots. I think that's a really fun mod to play with. And I never completed it last time, so I figured, you know what, let's go back to something classic, something fun. And here I am, 2 hours later, still as engaged in the world as ever, which is always fun. I always enjoy these because they have good like progression, so then I kind of have steps to follow if I ever get lost in modded Minecraft, because sometimes modded Minecraft can be a lot. But most of the time, modded Minecraft is just awesome. Okay, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, I just wanted cobble, so... let's just break this. So much easier. Exactly, I just love getting caught up. It's just... I don't know, Minecraft I feel like I can play for hours and hours and hours, and there's always just more to do. Like if I ever get bored of the technical modded stuff, I can just do a different mod, or I can work on making my Sky Island look pretty, or I can, you know, do something else entirely, like go into the Nether or something. So it's you just keep going, and there's always more to explore, especially in modded Minecraft. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, I think I should be able to make a little bit more cobblestone now. Minecraft is just one of the best games for me for that reason. You just always got more to do. Okay, 8 pieces. That should get me a nice little axe. And I'll leave that there. Okay. Now, I was on a quest for iron. Why did I pause? What was the reason? Okay, we want more coal. That's what we want. These are the same, except these two are oriented differently. Okay. I need to get working on getting some more coal. And then I should be able to make all of this. Because we don't have a whole lot of coal resin right now. But we have a little bit enough to start. So once I have this iron resin, I need a melter. Right, that was the big deal, because I'm not building the full Tinker's Construct right now. I will in the future because I love Tinker's Construct, but not right now. Let me just do a full field of coal. A full field of coal, and then I love that all the ores are trees in this one. For some reason, that's just really interesting to me, that I can just plant trees and get coal or diamonds or iron. I think that's really cool. A really fun way to get ores, because I know there's different mod packs do it differently. I know some you can like, you have to like sieve your dirt and stuff. But I like this one. I like that it just comes from the trees. It feels very naturalistic. And I like that we can also just get the most random trees. I think we can grow like a donut tree if we really wanted to. And I think that's pretty fun. Oh, that's not my right button. It was 8. Maybe I use my keybinds more than I think, because my food is usually a 9. I've never played with that mod. I only know the sieving method with Ex Nihilo, I think. Oh, that makes sense. I saw it being used in, I think, Feed the Beast, something to do with water or sea, like Water World. I think that one, something like that. Water block, maybe. That's where I saw it used. But this is the... I think I played for a while in this world many years ago, so this is still the method that makes most sense to me in modded Minecraft. Although I have played on a 1-block world where you just break like a magical block and stuff keeps appearing, and that's also pretty fun. And all the skybox based packs, yeah, I can see that, because like if you are just stuck up in the sky, you need some way to get materials. And that's a little bit more complicated than just breaking the block, which is also fun. Okay. Now let's not use my axe, because I break just as quick with my hands. I still think to this day, maybe the vein miner / excavate mods might be in my top 5 mods. I think my favorite one has to always be backpacks. I think those are wonderful, wonderful mods. But maybe the excavate is up there. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could just be like my top 5 mods. I think in a regular, like, vanilla-ish world where you can just go mining, it feels a little bit overpowered. But in this sense that I can just break a whole tree with like one button press, it's very nice. I'm trying to think what else would be my top 5. Maybe the map? Just having a journey map. Like, it's not too important for this one block world, but if you are exploring like a massive world, I do like a little map. And I assume this world is going to get bigger over time as well anyway, so maybe then the map will start to become more useful. I'm collecting just all the wood. Okay, but this should allow me at least to make the next crafting thing I want to make. For which I needed sand, clay, gravel. Sand, clay, gravel. Sand, clay, gravel. Okay, I guess I'll grow some more. I have space for 12. Is gravel in the center? What's gravel? It's not sand. Clay. Okay. There we go. I can do the math. I really like the thermal expansion machines back then. Ooh, thermal expansions is, I think, for a starter energy source, it's my favorite one. It has a lot of good machines as well to like automate everything. I do quite like that one. I wonder if this has thermal expansions. Let me see. Oh, we do. That's exciting. We have the machines. We don't have the machines though. Oh, this is thermodynamics. Okay. And thermal foundation. Lots of thermal, but not thermal expansion. Okay. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It is a fun mod. And it works really good for early energy sources, which if you do any like automated storage or like computerized storage, that one's a really good combination to have. Inderio, but it's a bit more late game. Yeah, I feel like I don't stick in my worlds long enough to get to late games, but I think this time it's gonna be different. I'm gonna play this mod till the end game, and it might take forever to get there, but I want to actually like get through most of the game with this. I think it could be fun, and then I get to learn even more about all the mods. I think my favorite mod has to be Tinker's Construct. I saw it in a video when I was young, and since that day I've decided Tinker's Construct is my favorite mod. And I think it's a lot of fun because you get to build a whole smeltery and you get so many cool irons with it and ores. And if you get the expansion, you can make your own custom weapons. No, it's a very fun mod. Is this all my trees? Okay, just this last one. And then with this, I should be able to craft the iron I need to make my machines. Oh, I need grout. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I was meant to be doing. Okay, grout, and then we'll be there. But I think I should have all the materials to make grout. It's sand, gravel, clay. I might have to break a couple more trees, but what have I been doing if it isn't breaking trees? So I might as well. It's been, you know, a solid like 2 hours of breaking trees, but once I get over this phase of breaking the trees and I get into the automation I'm trying to get into, then it'll all be over. I won't really have to break trees anymore. Only ever beat Minecraft 1, even though I've played a lot of Minecraft over the years. Problem is that I don't really like playing alone and then I lose interest. That's so fair. I've also only beaten Minecraft once, and I have been playing for way too many years. It's just, there's different goals in Minecraft. You know, there's people who only want to beat Minecraft, and there's people who just have fun and learn different things and play modded Minecraft. And especially if you're playing with other people, I feel like beating Minecraft becomes less of a big deal. You just have fun. Yeah, I've only ever beaten Minecraft once. I think especially if you do play modded Minecraft, a lot of it is just doesn't really require the nether. Not the nether, the end. So then why even bother going to the end to beat the dragon? And so then you can just have fun in other ways. I have never once been ashamed of the fact that I've only beaten Minecraft once. I enjoy that. I say that with happiness. Oh, actually, I wanted that. Let me see what I have. Clay. Okay. Sand. Gravel. Were you gravel? You were. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Grout and iron. Grout and iron. There we go. We've got 15 pieces of iron. Well, not quite, but basically. And now we want grout. Okay. Because we have to make a melter. I need sand. I need gravel. Clay. Sand. Can I reorganize you? That way I can. Okay. There we go. I need these 3 materials. I should have some clay left over because I made that before. How do I make sand, but with my sand, acorns, and resin? Which I don't think I need coal anymore. Which is nice. Okay, we grab all of this for now. And we make as much sand as we can. And that is not a whole lot, but it's a start. A start for real. But also, getting to endgame and modded has only happened once or twice. Nothing to be ashamed of, but I wish I could get that far into a playthrough again sometimes. Yeah, I feel like either you really rush it and you try to get there as quickly as you can, or it just takes so long. It's one of the two. Like, I can, if I wanted to beat like Minecraft, I could probably do it in like a couple hours. But I just don't usually care enough about it to get that far. And then it's just... But maybe this time I'll finally get to the end game. Who knows? Sometimes you just gotta keep believing. Can I only make that once? What am I missing? Gravel? I guess I'll grow more gravel. Oh, always gotta grow more trees. It never ends. And let me put this away for now so I don't lose it. This was to get to grout, and then I needed the grout to do this, right? Okay. I think this is actually enough. I don't need to make my life more difficult. I think we'll just call it here. I don't always need to have double of everything. You know what? I've got a pool, apparently. Apparently I now have a pool. Okay. I think especially if you play a lot of modded Minecraft, you just want to try different mods. And so you just end up being in a lot of different worlds, or if you like playing with friends, then you end up being in a lot of different worlds. So it's very difficult in all of them, or even one of them, to get to the late game, because you just keep switching between them. Whereas if you only have like one world you really play in, or if you're like a hardcore player, right, who's in their hardcore world every day, then it's much easier to make the decision to go to the end game. But if you just play so many different versions and there's like 20,000 mods for you to learn and play through, then maybe it just takes a second. And that's fine. We're just here to have a good time. At the end of the day, I think sometimes people forget that we're just playing a video game and it's meant to be for fun. And especially if it's a sandbox game, right? We're just here doing whatever we want. I need glass. Let me sacrifice my really precious sand. At the end of the day, it's not that deep. We're just having a good time, and as long as we're having a good time, that's all that really matters. How do I get to coal? don't really... okay. Don't know why I kept that. Okay. We'll get to full Tinker's Construct at some point. But right now, all I really need is an acacia sapling. Apple? Now you're asking a lot for me. Apple? How do I get an apple sapling? How? Okay, you're not telling me how I get to an apple sapling. Or can it just be... apple made when planting apple seeds. Okay, maybe I just need to read. Apple seeds I make by crushing an apple. How do I get an apple if not from oak saplings? How do I get an oak sapling if not from dirt and water? Oh my goodness, there's just always something I'm forgetting. Oh. What did I... Okay. Okay, well there goes my precious sand turned into salt. Okay, water. Then I wanted to figure out how to get coal. Keep one over here for safekeeping. We plant apple seeds, we get coal, because I think I should be able to make coal with my small coal. Okay, perfect. I figured I probably could. Okay, now that's working. Where are we in this whole mess? Okay, we just haven't made tin, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. We're skipping some steps, but it's just because I want automation. Is that too much to ask? Okay. Give us some apples. Give us some apples. I wonder if we're more likely to drop apples with a crook or just with my fists. I probably fists. But the chances of dropping apples are just generally quite low. One thing I'm not low on in this world is some oak wood. I got that everywhere. Interesting. Okay. This isn't dropping me apples. But apples I can only just get from these trees. I wonder, I feel like I should also get these from just these trees. I don't think I need it to be in a bonsai. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm making my life more difficult. I wonder what... I think the chances of one dropping are just lower this way. But never zero. Do I have... Suppose I have the materials to spare to do this. Okay. And then we wanted to make one of these. To be or not to be. I remember how this works. I know how this works. I can figure this out. I think we want a basin underneath here. So this needs to just be up in the air a little bit. But clearly not that high. Okay. I feel like I'm doing like 6 things at once, but I think I'm doing one thing. But maybe I'm doing 6 things. Okay. Now this needed... place above a heater or a seared tank to fuel. Heater, seared tank, heater, seared tank. Let's focus on apples. Let's focus on apples. Right, that's what I was doing. That is, in fact, what I was doing. I was focused on apples. For a second, it can just be here. I don't really care about this in the long term. I just want an apple. Okay, that's going. Just give me some apples. Okay. And then for this one, we wanted heater or seared tank. Heater. I'm guessing from the Tinker's construct. Place above a seared heater. Okay, just a furnace. Okay. As soon as I have myself a little bit of cobblestone, that should be good. You got any apples for me? No, not quite yet. Where's my cobblestone? All the way over here. We need a couple more seeds or acorns and then that one will be good. Give me an apple. Nope, nothing. If I'm patient, eventually I'll get an apple. Okay, I think I can make the one piece of cobblestone I need. I feel like a lot of times with modded Minecraft, I have the habit of, if I need one of something, to make like 10 of it. Because I'm like, eventually I'll need more, but a lot of times with modded Minecraft, if you make something once... Okay, there's an apple. The chances of, like, the way you make it later becomes a lot easier. So I think I need to get out of that habit. Is the end of the story. Small coal is really useful because I think one small coal smells exactly one item. Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, that'll be so useful because I did just turn it into coal, but this will be so much easier if I can just not do that. Okay, that's my apple. I'm getting warmer, apparently. Okay, now this works. I need coal in there or lava. Time to get my coal trees back out. I'll do a full field. Coal is always useful. And then I was doing something with my apple. In a crushing. Hopefully this gives me a 100% drop chance. Okay, there we go. Just give me apple juice. That's awesome, actually. Actually, I love that for me. Now, why was I bothering with all of this? Oh yes, acacia. Because I needed apple seeds for that, and I got apple seeds when planting apple seeds. Made when planting apple seeds. Are you gonna grow? How does this work? Do you need water? Oh, maybe don't do that. I'm assuming maybe it needs some sort of water. Okay. Maybe instead of making this difficult for me, I need to just put it one block lower. Okay, it was more than the 2 steps I said I was away, but I think we're like so close to getting towards our iron dreams. Okay, so you can start doing all that. I wonder if this field needs to be like fielded. Because this isn't making it grow. This is. Let me see if I make myself a little field. At least worth a shot. Okay, it's still not going to this one. Well, I guess we'll give it a minute. I guess Maybe I just have to be patient. Maybe it needs sunlight and all that. Okay, I need to maybe just switch these out. I'm so used to my food being in my 9 slot. Okay. This is going good. I'm getting there. As soon as I figure out how to get an apple tree, then I'm pretty much set to get my iron and call it a very successful start to the day. Start to the world. That's another tree. Can I get any more information on how to plant an apple tree? Made when planting apple seeds. Oh, what do you mean with planting apple seeds? I can't craft an apple sapling. I think it just grows on its own. I suppose I'll have to be patient. Oh, and maybe not jump on it. It's just a little guy right now. It's my greatest weakness, being patient. The only reason I'm kind of worried about it is because it's not reacting to shifting, which is essentially like bone meal. But maybe it just doesn't react to bone meal. I don't know how this mod works. We'll learn. I really just need it once so I can get myself an apple tree. Okay, coal. I want to do as a fuel source, that's why I was doing this. Oh yes, this will be awesome. I probably could make coal blocks with this as well, with the resin and the acorn, so that'll also be just very quick, easy access to any fuel. From the SKYFACTORY wiki, apple seeds, apple saplings cannot be twerked to full growth and instead require time. Oh, the worst, or bone meal. Okay, I can get some bone meal. You plant the apple seed in grass or dirt and over time. Okay, so let me maybe take it out of the field and then just bone meal. Then it'll become an apple sapling. That's actually quite interesting. So it doesn't even grow into the tree. It grows into the sapling. Interesting. Hello, Lee. Welcome back. I've progressed much. Honestly, I'm probably still at the same point where you last saw me, but I'm so close to getting iron. Once I have iron, my days of cutting trees will be over. Because then I can automate my my bonsai trees, which these are super awesome, but once I have them, it'll be automatic. And I'll never have to worry again. Because I can just get infinite of all of the materials, like, while I'm AFK, and that'll be so awesome. And I'm like 2 steps away from iron, I think. I need to get an apple tree. And then once I have an apple tree, I'll be able to have iron. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. I think that's all I'm missing. So now let me just grab my apple seeds, get this to a normal field. I am speedrunning early game, I suppose. I think once this is over and I'll have automation, exactly, it'll be so nice. Because then I'll only be here and I'll have like all of like this to still go through. But once I've got this automated right here, it'll be so nice. And now hopefully this apple should work. I think we got that figured out. I need time and patience or bone meal. And so I picked bone meal because I don't have patience. Oh yeah, I wanted the little coal pieces, but I also wanted to see if I could craft coal blocks. This is also the problem. I get distracted. I'm like, I only really need, you know, some coal pieces. But what I really want now is like, oh, I'll just make some coal blocks. You have to be twerkable, no? Okay, there we go. I figured the organization, when I was trying to do it, it broke my mind. I nearly got lost in everything, but I think it'll be so useful in the long term. So I figured we're just gonna do it. Okay, we got enough apple saplings to last me forever. Because once I have it automated, I can put the bonsais just on top of this, and then it'll feed straight into the chests. So I figure having them already organized now will help me in the long run. It's a little bit organized very spaciously because old Minecraft doesn't let you put two chests right next to each other, or like next to each other like this. So everything had to be spread out. Actually, I don't need you here anymore. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't care enough about you. Apple trees. I'll put a little apple in here. Okay. Now, where was I? I had like 6 different goals. Don't need this anymore. Okay, we needed some sort of coal. Assuming I make coal blocks. No. Okay, that's fair enough. Let me put this in here. Does that work, or do you need lava? No, it works. Okay. Okay. This is it, I think. Right, this is done. Iron saplings, we need acacia, for which we get apple saplings in water. So let me grab 4 of those. Okay. Let me grab a little bit of water. Don't really need this right now. Stay organized. This is it. We're so close. What's happening to my voice? It sounds strange. Does it? Wait, let me listen to my own stream if anything audio-wise is going on. It sounds fine to me. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's on your end. Interesting. I never know how any of this works, really. Okay, and then this... Oh, there's another step. I did forget a step. I forgot a step. Okay, because we need one of these, which is called... How much more do I need? I need like 3 more. Do I have any more? Oh, I was so close and yet just slightly too far. Okay. What material am I missing to complete this? Okay, this should be doable. I'll make it in smaller quantities. Okay, and then we'll be so close. Let me just... Oh, actually, I'll wait for that to be smelted, I suppose. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, that's good. Is it a Bluetooth headphone? Because mine sometimes do that. Which also just confuses me a lot. But it's because the Bluetooth connection gets confused. And what am I looking for? A table. But not really. Not these. A casting table. I knew it. I knew what that was called. Okay. Perfect. It's wireless with a dongle? Okay, that's interesting then. My day's been good. Today I streamed earlier, so it's not quite midnight like it usually is. It's like 7:30. Oh, I need to have dinner at some point. I think I'll get my iron and then probably call it a day. But I've really, I've been just doing Minecraft. That's what I've been up to today. It is a celebration day in the Netherlands today because it's King's Day. And all I've been doing is playing Minecraft. Not enough heat? Okay. Okay. It is Koningsdag, exactly. It's King's Day, and I decided what better way to celebrate than to play Minecraft. Okay, so if coal isn't getting the job done, what can I burn that would be hotter than coal? Is it just lava? This book did not prepare me for this. Pour molten iron on an acacia sapling to make an iron sapling. Into molten iron. Melting iron requires a liquid fuel such as lava. Okay. Create lava by using a right click on a cauldron while holding cobble. Collect it in a clay or regular bottle. I think I'm just gonna throw a pizza in the oven for dinner. I think I'm not gonna make it difficult today. Okay. Problem has arisen, but problem will be fixed. Ooh, I think the pizza I have, it's like a mixture type of pizza. It has pepperoni on there, but it also has like the pesto sauce and mozzarella, and it's a very, very delicious one. One of my favorites. I think my favorite like pizza to just throw in the oven, surprisingly, is a spinach pizza. But I haven't been able to find it in my stores recently, so I haven't had it in a while. But this one is also, it's also up there. Okay, now I should be able to craft myself my little piece of cobble. It is just such a good pizza. It has all the best combinations. I appreciate the follow and I appreciate you hanging out with me. What was the recipe for lava? Was it just pressing right click? Was there meant to be anything in this? How did this go? Okay, wait, we gotta read. My least favorite thing. Right click on a cauldron while holding cobble. Collect in a clay or regular cobble. To melt cobble, you need to have a torch, fire, marble block, or lava directly underneath the cauldron. The spinach pizza is actually so good. And I am forever sad that none of my stores carry it anymore. And like I've checked like 4 or 5 different stores and just none of them have it at the moment. Would force me to have spinach on my pizza and I ended up liking it. See, it's just once you... I don't know, I feel like spinach never sounds good, but I'm actually just a fan of spinach. Like I think it's a good food. I think spinach is like one of my favorite like greens. Can I just shift it on here? Perfect. Okay. And now I should probably be quick because this is wood. Yeah, I figured. I have water. Okay, bad decision. That was a bad decision. I should have thought that through. Now I need a whole nother piece of cobble. This is a tragedy. It really isn't. I'm being dramatic. Cobble. Oh, we've got a little bit of cobble. It has to be a stone cauldron. No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't hate getting stone. One of these days, there's just a stone generator. That's gonna be one of my projects for the next time I'm on here, I think. Just get myself a little cobblestone generator. Just a quick little cobblestone generator. I can't believe I caught fire. That's kind of embarrassing. But at the same time, and this is not me jinxing it because I have been jinxing it a lot these past few days, but I haven't died yet. I haven't fallen off the edge. I nearly starved to death. I did nearly set the entire island on fire, but I've yet to die. Okay, here we go. I love making cobblestone. Okay, this is the exact amount of cobblestone I need to get this done. You got an ad? That's actually crazy. I tried to schedule ads so that they're not happening at times that are inconvenient for people. But sometimes Twitch just runs the ads anyway and doesn't give me a choice. I gotta grow more cobble because I need like 4 pieces of cobble to get 1 bucket of lava. I feel like this is a weird thing for me to be upset about, just making cobble, but I've decided today that I hate nothing more than making cobble. It's like a minute ad? Oof. No, that is rough. But I feel like, you know, ads help. I feel like usually if I'm like watching a YouTube video, I'll also be annoyed at ads. But if I'm ever watching like a Twitch streamer, I'm, you know what? Giving you my ad view is just free money for you, so might as well. So sometimes I don't really mind on Twitch, but if it happens when like something exciting is happening in game, then I'm like, no, now I don't want ads. Twitch. Cobblestone is just such a good basic block. And once I have a cobblestone generator, I'll have all the cobblestone I need. Which actually I could, as soon as I have lava, probably make cobblestone generator because I needed lava buckets for that. But I'm gonna leave that to the next time I'm here, I think. I think that's a problem for future me to worry about. Okay, there we go. Cobblestone. Oh yeah, we're so good. I need one more? Okay. And we got it. Right-click a lava-filled cauldron with water bucket to make obsidian. Okay. I will be making a cobblestone generator next time. Can make a mud bucket? Okay, that's fun. But none of this was all that important. Tell me your work. Okay. Okay. So we're all just lying to me now. I could put it into a melter, which is what this is. It's a melter. It says I can put it into a melter to melt it into molten iron and pour it into a casting bin or cast. I have the casting table, so that works. Melting iron requires a liquid fuel such as lava. I don't know how I'm doing that. Don't you need a sear tank underneath the smelter? It said I needed a heater or a seared tank. And this is a seared heater. But let me see if I can maybe do a seared tank. Maybe that will help. Which means I need to make more grout. Seared tank. Seared tank. Melter. Glass. Okay, we can get a glass and I can get some more grout. Let's get the glass going. Let's get some grout going. Wow, every time I think I have it, then it's just one more step. Always one more step. Okay, you can go away for now. You can go here for now. I need grout. This is exactly where I quit SKYFACTORY. My brain couldn't take it. You just gotta keep pushing through sometimes. I need gravel, sand, clay. Gravel. So I've got enough clay. I need sand and gravel. Sand. And gravel. Okay. There we go. We can plant a full field now. And sprint around and get this over and done with. I'm running out of walking space. I am, you know what? I am doing great. Let me just say that for myself. You know what? Maybe I am doing good. Okay, plant myself some trees. I figured after exploring the Nether yesterday, it was now time to do something much more chill, and instead of fearing for my life, I get to use my brain today. That was the decision. I get to fry my brain instead of frying myself in the lava. Okay. Just gotta break a few trees. These could very well be the last trees I have to break before I never have to break any more trees. That could very well be how this will go. So maybe I have to treasure breaking these last few trees. And then I'll never have to do it again. Yes, let's put that spin on it. Okay, come on. We're growing trees. Technology these days, exactly. Okay. If I can automate tree growth, I can pretty much automate life, you know? So maybe this really is just something else. Break all of these leaves. Okay, we're so very close to getting here. And getting this done. But apparently I'm starving. And I actually haven't cooked any food in a while. I think I have like 20 spare in a chest somewhere, but I probably should also think about cooking some food. But I suppose I also could build a donut tree. That's a tree I can have, and that will be fun. That'll be a good food source. Especially since I can automate it, and then I'll just have like donuts every day. Because that's a healthy, balanced diet. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was making grout. I was making grout. I was making everything. Oh, let me grab that back. Okay. I was making grout. There. Okay, okay, okay. Let me put this back, because I don't need all of this right here, right now. Now this better work. It should, hopefully, be fine. And then I'll have a sear tank under the smelter. Place above a heater. So I guess maybe a heater wasn't enough. You'd think, you know, if they say I could. I might need a faucet. Let me see. Let me see. Do I have enough? I think I do. Okay. How do we feel about that? Yeah, I think we do need one. It should work when you right-click it. Okay. The only reason my brain isn't hurting with this is because this is a smaller version of the Tinker's construct. This is a Tinker's complement, and I know a lot about Tinker's construct. That's my one mod I do actually know stuff about. So that's why this one isn't breaking my brain, if I can just get it to function correctly. Does me standing here stop the rain from going in? Or can the rain just fall around me? I don't know. I don't know all the Minecraft rules. And now we have to patiently wait. Oh, we're just so close. Okay. Okay. A sear tank? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Okay. They've just been doing word puns for this whole thing. Realistically, I only need one of these, actually. It's working! Oh? Give me enough fuel in here for this to work. They might as well just throw these in. I'll have a little bit of smelted iron in there. Oh my goodness. We're closer than ever. Closer than ever. This is so exciting. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, do we get to see the melted iron? That's what I love about the Tinker's Construct, just seeing the melted ore in there. So close. I'm in the cauldron. I think we'll be able to see it because it does have a window. Oh, no. Sad. Oh, yeah, we do get to see it. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay. Okay. Moment of truth. Give me an iron sapling. You can do it. We are dancing in the rain. Oh my god. So true. Actually, give me a brick. Actually, it's easier to do with these bricks, I suppose. These are cheaper for me to make. Oh, I can't make that with this. I need, like, some other thing in there. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Grow my sapling. Oh, I already had a crook. I got so excited I didn't even check. Okay. Our first iron tree. Give me saplings. Oh, I broke the wrong thing. Okay, okay, we got saplings. We got saplings. Not... All hope wasn't lost. I mean, it would have been simple enough to fix because we already have everything set up. But for a second... And now, with this, we should be able to craft iron. How do we get to iron? It shouldn't be too difficult. Iron. Ingots. We can melt. I think we can just melt down the acorns from this. Let me see. Or the resin, one of the two. Yeah, we can melt down the resin and the acorns, and then we get iron. So we now have officially access to iron. So I've done it. Next time I can automate it, and then we'll have these trees working forever. Never been this excited for iron. See, that's the fun part of sometimes in modded Minecraft, like, I have to do so much work just to get cobblestone and so much work just to get dirt, that then it just becomes so much more exciting when I have, like, access to it and I can make it, you know? It makes it all feel more worthwhile. I guess my iron can go in here for now. But now we officially have access to iron, which means I can start automating these, because all I need for that is for my bonsais to turn into bonsai hoppers. I need a hopper, who would have guessed? So once I've got iron, this will be automatic, and oh my goodness, that'll be such an exciting day. But I don't think it'll be today. I think today I've done enough. I've achieved so much from starting here on one block. Hello, Ofek. Oh, you're joining right as I'm about to end. That is very unfortunate, but I guess the VOD is there. I guess, yeah, a little bit too late. Today was a little bit of an earlier stream. I'll probably be back to some later streams. It is SKYFACTORY, if you remember from way back when. Both of you joining right at the end is crazy. I'll be doing some later streams as well in the future, but today I had to do it a little bit earlier. I'll be back in this world at some point. I'll be back on the crafting crew as well, on the SMP. But we achieved so much. Yeah, watching VODs is not my favorite either. I guess you'll get caught up next time I'm in this world. All we really did was get all these trees. And then I'm working towards automating this so I can have some bonsai pots. And then life will be simple. Well, then I can move on to more difficult mods. But it is almost about to be 8 p.m. for me, which is usually when I start stream, which is why this is weird. But it is almost about to be 8 p.m. and I haven't had dinner. So that's why I gotta go. Gotta go. But I do hope, for all of you who were here, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I went to sleep right as you streamed, so pretty unfortunate. That is crazy. Smarty fan. I was basically speedrunning exactly. And you know what? I learned a lot. And I think I'll be able to learn even more next time I'm here. And honestly, it was fun. I had a good time. But yeah, I think I'll be doing a mixture of streams around this time and streams around, you know, American times, but then I'll probably be on the crafting crew. Thank you for hanging out with me, Mycelium. I appreciate all your help, because we definitely needed some figuring out together. I can try looking into it. I haven't ever set up like a joinable world, but I'll have to see if I can figure something like that out. That could be fun. I'll have to see what I can do towards getting that set up. I'm thinking, what else? Yeah, I can definitely try. Can do some research. I'll be back in this world because I really did enjoy some classic Minecraft, modded Minecraft again. I hope you also have a good rest of your day, and thanks for hanging with me. I'll be back on the crafting crew as well at some point. I think I won't be streaming until Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. So I'll see you all whenever I get back. And my YouTube is always uploading. My YouTube, you can watch everything there. There's also my VODs channel. And yeah, I guess I'll see you whenever I get back and whenever you're next here. But thank you all for hanging out. I had a good time playing Minecraft once more. Some good old classic modded Minecraft. And hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon in this Minecraft world or the next. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys.